What is up, guys? Rekakis here, and today we are going to be showcasing a complete guide for how to do the new Ascendant Challenge available this week. And so, let's get started. Now, yes, there is a brand new Ascendant Challenge. Last week it was actually a different one, and I covered it in my Tincture of Queensfoil guide. By the way, you will need a Tincture of Queensfoil consumable item in order to do what we're going to talk about later in the video with this Ascendant Challenge. But these Ascendant Challenges seem to rotate every week. Apparently there's a 3-week cycle for the Dreaming City, so if you already know how to do last week's, it's a different one this week, but it'll eventually rotate back to the original weeks. But with this new Ascendant Challenge, very importantly, make sure to grab Petra's bounty to do an Ascendant Challenge before you do any of the stuff we discuss in this video, because doing Petra's bounties is incredibly important for leveling up. Why? Because they award extra powerful gear, and what I mean by that is that there's actually an order of magnitude for the power level of powerful gear. Dailies are just going to give you about 1 power level above your overall power level. Weeklies, around 5. But Petra bounties, we're talking like nearly 10 power levels above what you can achieve. So Petra's stuff is going to reward just really high power level loot. Definitely worth doing every single week. And so, with those requirements out of the way, let's talk about how to actually do this Ascendant Challenge. Now, here's how you get to this area because it is quite out of the way from the spawn with no cuts. After quite a trek, you're going to go through this portal and end up in this gardens area. This is not the Ascendant Challenge, this is where the portal to the Ascendant Challenge is located. And this should actually give you an idea for just how big the Dreaming City area is. But regardless, as long as you have the Tincture of Queensfoil active, you'll be able to see this particular portal to the Ascendant Challenge. You hop through there, and then the Ascendant Challenge has begun. Now, you're going to see a bunch of different objective markers, in fact 3, located around this kind of arena. These 3 objective markers are 3 different orbs. Just like you interact with pretty much every other orb, arc orbs, cryo orbs for the public events on Tangled Shore, etc., you're going to go pick up this orb and you have to carry it back to the very center of this arena, as you can see me do here. Now, there are going to be a lot of enemies while you're doing this. There's going to be the massive knights from the Sunless Cell in Destiny 1. There's a ton of Shadow Thralls. There's also taken Phalanxes this time. There's just a ton of stuff. You can technically ignore them kind of when doing this objective, just like run off by yourself, grab the orb, and then head back to the middle. But something like a tether, as you see us use here to delay them, is a very, very good idea. Now, one of these orbs is really, really like far up at the top. If you're kind of confused on where it is, you can see me make my way to it there. Now, additionally, while you're doing this objective, there's going to be a ton of blights that are spawning. You can destroy the blights on your way to those orbs to make your way back a lot easier. You won't be slowed by them. Alright, so once you have taken all of the different orbs and planted them in the center of this arena, then you're going to trigger the second phase of this Ascendant Challenge, which is just kill everything. Seriously, you have to kill all the Shadow Thralls, all those massive knights, so you're just gonna have to give it everything you've got. Now, to help you do that, actually, the area where you've been planting those orbs is going to be a glowing well of light. Just like when you acquire your super in those type of quests, if you go over here, you're going to instantaneously get your super back. Then you can just, as you can see me do, Nova Bomb, Nova Bomb, Nova Bomb, or whatever super you're rocking, you can use it a ton of times to help kill these knights and the rest of the enemies. It should be noted that if you do die, you can make your way back into this portal. So, if there's kind of one knight remaining and some of your teammates are dead, save off on killing that knight until they get back into the challenge, then kill it, end the challenge, and claim your loot. Now, speaking of loot, there's going to be a chest that spawns that rewards some loot to you, but this loot is not going to be powerful gear. Remember to go back into your inventory and turn in that bounty to claim your actual piece of powerful loot. And that is how you beat this new Ascendant Challenge. However, because when you go back through the portal out of the Ascendant Challenge area, you're still in that Gardens area, and you have the Tincture of Queensfoil active, well, let's talk about a new hidden jumping puzzle in this Gardens area. You go to the bridge, as you can see me go right here, and that's going to begin the jumping puzzle. Go the way you see me go, and claim one of those hidden chests. We got 2 videos in one for you guys right here. And so guys, that's all there is to it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it informative, and if you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. And if you guys want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.